So, yes, today's theme is life is calling you. Life is calling you. Mother Earth, life, she's calling you. There's a wonderful dance which I haven't danced or led for many years, and it just wouldn't get out of my head yesterday. So, we'll be doing that a bit later on today. But yeah, it's the Zuni sunrise call. Rise, arise, arise. Life is calling you. And it just felt really, yes. And then the chickens arrived.
I think the two might not have been entirely disconnected.
There's something really wonderful about this, getting up to feed the chickens. No, I leapt out of bed this morning going, oh, chickens. Purpose and life and the way that life wants to grow and wants to live and wants to do its thing. And all we really have to do is make room for it to do that, and it will do that. So that's kind of what's going on today. Hmm. So let's begin to just connect with our breathing if you haven't yet had time to do that today. So this breath, which is our connection with life force. Every breath we breathe in life, and we breathe out life. And this life that we breathe is the same life that flows through every other living being. This breath, this life connects us not only to all humans but to all beings. So let's begin to breathe towards the one, breathing in towards the one, breathing out towards the one. This breath of life, each breath bringing us into more awareness of oneness, unity with all life. And Murshid Sam's invitation was that we would breathe towards the one, every breath of the day, every breath of awareness, breathing into more and more unity towards the one. So breathing life with every breath, let's say the invocation together. Towards the one, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the message, the mystery, the miracle, the Mother, the Spirit of guidance. And again, just breathing with this conscious breath of life, breathing towards the one. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We begin in the name of Allah, who is all mercy, all compassion, who is all life.
Yalla la 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 la, I am alive.
Yalla lie 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 lie, I am alive.
We sing that a few times. And then we sing, and who?
And who
Is this aliveness that I am?
is this aliveness that I am?
And who?
And who
Is this aliveness that I am?
is this aliveness that I am?
A couple more times. Could it be
Could it be
the Holy Blessed One?
the Holy Blessed One?
Ya la 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 la, I am alive. Ya la 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 la, I am alive. I am alive. Extra words there. Ya la 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 la, I am alive. Ya la 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 la, I am alive. I am alive. And who is this aliveness that I am? And who is this aliveness that I am? Two more times. And who is this aliveness? Oh no, only one. Could it be the Holy Blessed One? Let's do it one more time. Ya la 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 la, I am alive. Ya la 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 la, I am alive. I am alive. Again. Ya la 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 la, I am alive. Ya la 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 la, I am alive. I am alive. And who is this aliveness that I am? And who is this aliveness that I am? And who is this aliveness that I am? Could it be the Holy Blessed So for those of you who want to or are able to, we'll stand up and do some movements. But I'm sure you can do some movement sitting down as well. So we'll start with a homeopathic grapevine to the right, stepping with the right foot before we start singing. La 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 la, I am alive. Ya la 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 la, with a bit of vigour,
I am alive.
a bit of life, and then turn to the right, and then the same to the left. Ya la 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 la. Don't look at my feet. Ya la la, look at Jelani's. La la, I am alive. I am, and turn to the left. And then we're walking in on and who, walking in and out. And who, raising hands, is this and dropping hands. And who is this aliveness that I, one more time. And who is this aliveness that I am? And then we can either turn to each other if you're with somebody else, or pick somebody on the screen, connect with them, and ask this question. Could it be the holy? So shrugging, raising your shoulders, shrugging your shoulders, opening your hands, asking the question of each other. Could it be the holy, blessed one? And then we make a turn. And I encourage you in this dance really to feel that aliveness as we're moving to the right, moving to the left, turning and then coming in. Feel the energy rising as we lift our arms and as we walk out again. And Yala Lai 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 is known as a nigun in the Jewish tradition. It's really you can imbue it with all sorts of different energy, feelings and meaning. It becomes a prayer of its own.
It becomes your own prayer because it's imbued with your breath, your life, which is not the same as anybody else's.
Exactly.
Although it also is the same as everybody else's. Because it's what connects us. All right, just do the dance.
Yes, let's just dance. Okay, so starting to the right. I am alive. I am alive. Turn to the right. To the left. Moving your body. Turn to the left. Walking in. And who is this aliveness that I am? And who is this aliveness that I am? And who is this aliveness that I am? Could it be the holy, blessed this aliveness that I am? And who is this aliveness that I am? And who is this aliveness that I am? Could it be the holy, blessed one? Just breathing the words. Ya la 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 la, I am alive. Ya la 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 la, I am alive, I am alive. Ya la 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 la, I am alive. Ya la 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 la, I am alive, I am alive. And who is this aliveness that I am? And who is this aliveness that I am? Yeah. And who is this aliveness that I am? Could it be the holy Could it be the Holy Blessed One? In all of us, in all that is, all that exists, all that we breathe in, breathe out. Amen. Amen.
So for those of you who might have dropped in a little bit later, we've got this theme today about life. How is life calling us today? And this is another opportunity, I think, to show my chicken pictures.
Life is calling us in the form of chickens.
Very excited about our new chickens. And so just wanting to look at the pictures of them as much as possible. There we are, chickens, Jenny and Connie and Rhoda. There we are, just a little glimpse of those. But it's amazing the things that can awaken life or awaken our awareness of life, because of course life is there all the time. You know, life is out there living and flowing and doing its thing. And again, we you know, it's easy to lose connection with that, to lose connection with our own life force, to get sort of stuck in our heads or our anxieties or our busyness, and just forget that life is there, life is calling, life is flowing. So I'm going to share with you this chant and dance, which is inspired by the Zuni sunrise call of the Zuni peoples in the cliff dwellers in the mesas in the American Southwest, Native American tribes. Actually, I'm just going to read you a little bit about this, the tradition of this. If I can find my glasses, they're not on my head. Here they are. The sunrise call is one of the most inspiring features of the morning ceremonials of the cliff dwellers. Before the dawn of day breaks forth, the vibrating chime plates are brought into action, their whir reaching the outermost dwellings of the pueblo and bringing the people to the roofs and tops of the houses. All is alive. Men, women and children all appear to obey the summons of the sun priest to rise and greet the mother of life, the rising sun. Okay, so and then, having fulfilled the first duty, we then make a fervent appeal in the form of a morning prayer to the mighty sun god, imploring in a low and tremulous voice aid and guidance for the people, and then concluding by repeating the first sunrise call again to the distant mesas. So these are the words we're going to use. Wa taho taho. Wa
taho taho.
So rise, arise, arise. Wa taho taho.
Wa taho taho.
Wa utaho.
Wa utaho.
Wake ye, arise. Life is calling you.
Life is calling you.
Wa utaho. Life is calling you.
Wa utaho. Life is calling you.
Wa utaho. Life is greeting you.
Wa utaho. Life is greeting you.
Maya Nawi.
Maya Nawi.
This is Mother, Life God. Maya Nawi. She is calling you.
Maya Nawi. She is calling you.
Maya Nawi. She is greeting you.
Maya Nawi. She is greeting you.
So just remembering the meaning of those words. Rise, arise. Wake ye, arise. Life is calling. Life is greeting you. Wa taho taho. Wa taho taho. Again. Wa taho taho. Wa taho. Life is calling you.
Wa taho. Life is calling you.
Wa taho. Life is greeting you.
Wa taho. Life is greeting you.
Maya Nawi. She is calling you. Maya Nawi. She is calling you. Maya Nawi. She is greeting you.
Maya Nawi. She is greeting you.
Let's sing it all the way through. Wa taho taho. Wa taho taho. Wa taho. Life is calling you. Wa taho. Life is greeting you. Maya Nawi. She is calling you. Maya Nawi. She is greeting you. So it's calling first and then greeting. Okay, so there's some movements which, you can just do the arm movements if you're seated, or you can stand, and it's like we're turning towards the sun. So I like to do it standing. So we're going to have the arms coming up like this. Rise, arise, arise. Wa taho taho. That's it. But now we'll do it facing to this way first, and then we're going to turn around and do it facing the other way. Wa taho taho. Wa taho taho. And then wake ye, arise. We're going to turn and then listen, because life is calling us. So Wa taho, life is calling you. Wa taho, life is greeting you. So it's this fist to the chest and then opening out from the heart. Life is greeting you. Life is greeting you. Maya Nawi, Mother Earth, Life, Mother Life God. So we're connecting with the earth. Mother Life, because at Maya Nawi, she is calling you. Maya Nawi, she is greeting you. Wa taho taho. Wa taho taho. Wa taho, life is calling you. Wa taho, life is greeting you. Maya Nawi, she is calling you. Maya Nawi, she is greeting you. Wataho, taho. Wataho, taho. Wataho, life is calling you. Wataho, life is greeting you. Maya Nawi, she is calling you. Maya Nawi, she is greeting you. Wataho, taho. Wataho, taho. Wataho, life is calling you. Wataho, life is greeting you. Maya Nawi, she is calling you. Maya Nawi, she is greeting you. One more time. Wataho, taho. Wataho, taho. Wataho, life is calling you. Wataho, life is greeting you. Maya Nawi, she is calling you. Maya Nawi, she is greeting you. So let's take a few moments just to sit in silence and listen to this call, the call of life, the call of Mother Life God, Mother Earth. And we can hear her in the sound of our breath, the breath of life. We can hear her in the pulsing of our blood, the blood of life. We can hear her through our feet, deeply rooted in the earth. She's calling you. She's greeting you. Aho, metakoyasin for all my relations. So I've switched the recording back on. And perhaps we could just one more time sing the sunrise call, just to ground all of our feelings, all of our awareness of how life is calling us, how Mother Earth life is calling us in this moment. Wataho, taho. Wataho, taho. Wataho, is calling you. Wao-taho, life is greeting you. Maya Nawi, life is calling you. Maya Nawi, she is greeting you. So we, as part of our gatherings, we're meandering our way through the 99 names of the beloved, the Asma al-Husna in Arabic. And the name which is next on our list feels very appropriate, as often they do. It's the name, one of the names for gratitude, Ash-Shakur. And this is really such an important part of connecting with life, with Mother Life, Mother Earth, listening to her call, listening to her greeting and returning it, and honouring her gifts with deep gratitude. So I'm going to read a little bit from the book that we're using in support of this, Physicians of the Heart. Ash-Shakur is the one who sends gratitude into the depth of the lover's heart. Several of the root forms of Ash-Shakur have physical meanings that refer to udders or breasts filling up, and to the sensation of the letting down of mother's milk. As reflected in human beings, it means to turn your attention with thankfulness towards inward perfection. Turning our attention with thankfulness towards an inward perfection which is already there. Repetition of Ya Shakur is an antidote for dissatisfaction with the falseness or incompleteness of the world. When you feel gratitude in your heart, then your gaze can be directed outward to the signs of Allah, the signs of unity in the world, the signs of Mother Life. Ultimately, the heart overflows like a fountain with gratitude onto the tongue, the limbs, and all the actions of the thankful servant. That is how the Prophet Muhammad described himself to his wife Khadija. Am I not Abdun Shakurun, a grateful slave? Another root meaning of Ash-Shakur is to forgive and to bless. Invocation of Ya Shakur is a remedy for the perpetual dissatisfaction of the complaining nafs, or the lower self, the egoic structure, the personality structure. So there's often an inclination to return to the complaining self, to what's not right with the world, to what's not right with my life. And so this practice of Ya Shakur is a way to turn that around. I sometimes experience that like a spiral, and I can go down the spiral into more complaining, more feelings of dissatisfaction. And Ya Shakur can just turn that around the other way, and then I rise up the spiral into more and more gratitude, more and more celebration and thankfulness. And I just love this image as somebody who was a kind of passionate breastfeeder and had 3 children, most of whom fed at the same time, I think. Not quite exactly at the same time, of course. But anyway, this root meaning of that letting down of the mother's milk, that feeling which I can feel now as I describe it. Some of those women who've been mothers will know what I'm talking about. That tingling coming from the depths of my being, this releasing flow of nourishment and nurturing and gratitude. So that's maybe somewhere we can go with our practice of Ya Shakur. So we'll do some repetitions vocally with Ya Shakur. And then we've got a dance to share afterwards, which also helps us to go deeper with that and with that experience. And so Robert and I dropped in on a call yesterday with some of our senior teachers from the States, and I was very touched by one phrase that Mashida Mariam Baker said, which was, take the words off the page. Take the words off the page, bring them into the body, bring them in with this life force, engage with it, just like we're engaging with life and Mother Earth, and feeling it inside us like the letting down of the milk and the expression from deep within the physical core of our being. How can we make these words come to life in our being? How can we vitalize them? How can we use them to vitalize us? So that's my invitation, and there's a freedom in that, you know. So be free to find movements or tones of voice that make it more alive, that make the words come off the page. So Ya Shakur, deep gratitude. Ya Shakur, 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 Ya Shakur. Let's take those words onto the breath, so repeating them silently on the breath. Shakur, breathing in, Shakur, gratitude to the deepest places. Breathing out, Shakur, like this outpouring of mother's milk. And so releasing the words, letting the words fall away, and just breathing gratitude. Allowing the gratitude to arise from the deepest places within us, showering outwards from us and landing deeply within us in this deep nourishment of gratitude. Each breath a breath of thankfulness. So we'll take this practice deeper into this dance and chant. So using the words Ya Shakur Allah, Ya Hamid.
Ya Shakur Allah, Ya Hamid.
So gratitude and praise. And both these sounds, the ah, ooh of the shakur, we're really giving that out, giving it, and hamid, landing deeply within us. And also we can reverse those and have the shakur penetrating deep inside and the hamid travelling out to land in every place, every cell of mother life, every breath of mother life, where she's found. Gratitude and praise. Ya Shakur Allah, Ya Hamid.
Ya Shakur Allah, Ya Hamid.
And then we move to the zikr phrase, La ilaha illallahu.
La ilaha
Allahu. We can get tangled up sometimes, and sometimes there are slightly different manifestations of it. And I will do, but if it's new to you, then La is most of it, so La works. It's a bit like the nigun, when we sing La La La, we're singing our own prayer of gratitude and praise. La ilaha, no reality, nothing exists. Illallahu, except this reality of mother life.
La ilaha illallahu.
La ilaha illallah.
La ilaha illallah.
So there's two forms of it in here. You'll hear when we sing it. Ya Shakur Allah, Ya Hamid. 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 Let's just sing it together as far as there. Ya Shakur Allah, Ya Hamid. 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 And listen. La ilaha illallahu. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallahu. La ilaha illallah. Together. La ilaha illallahu. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallahu. La ilaha illallah. Let's sing from the beginning. Ya Shakur Allah, Ya Hamid. Ya Shakur Allah, Ya Hamid. Ya Shakur Allah, Ya Hamid. Ya Shakur Allah, illallahu, la ilaha illallah. So if you choose to join us, we'll show you some movements, and if you choose to stay seated, you can modify those movements to suit yourselves. So we're beginning with our arms folded over our hearts. So left arm on right shoulder, right arm on left shoulder. And I was going to say in real life we would be facing a partner, but for now let's face the screen, and you can be dancing with somebody that you can see on the screen. And as time goes by through the dance, you might find that somebody else shows up for you to dance with, some beloved that you long to share some practice with it like this, or just somebody surprising who might show up needing to share in this practice of gratitude and praise. So we're opening the right arm first of all, and opening it wide to feel how much of this gratitude and praise we can embody. So it looks like this. Ya Shakur Allah, Ya Hamid, Ya Shakur Allah, Ya Hamid. Now we're going to turn. Ya Shakur Allah, Ya Hamid. It's like we've got this secret hiding here in our hands, and we're going to open our hands and look and see what's inside and offer it up with gratitude and praise. So what miracle will you find hiding, cupped in your hands here? What bird is ready to fly in thankfulness and praise? Ya Shakur Allah, Ya Hamid. So turning to the right, La ilaha illallahu. Other way, Ya ilaha illallah. Now let's take hands in our virtual circle. Let's connect with these beloved hearts here and around the world, and let's step forward. La ilaha illallahu, and bowing deep. La ilaha illallah. Ready to start again. Ya Shakur Allah, Ya Hamid, Ya Shakur Allah. Shakur Allah. Ya Shakur Allah, Ya Hamid, all praise, all gratitude to the only being, the mother of all, the source of all life. Ameen.
Ameen. Alhamdulillah.
So we talked about doing some breath practices, didn't we, Sally? Would you like to lead that?
No, you can lead it.
I like to ask.
It was your idea.
It was my idea, yeah. Okay. So, well, we'll do a couple of breath practices, and then Sally will lead another dance to finish with.
The dance is about the sun. Little clue.
Little clue.
There you go.
So the breath practice will also be about the sun. We'll do the sun and the moon breaths. And for me, this sun breath is very connected with the work we've been doing with listening to life and with breathing in life. The warmth of the sun, because of the warmth of the sun and because of the very specific conditions on this planet, life was able to evolve, and so the sun is kind of intimately connected with the force of life here on the planet.
The energy which we use to move our bodies around and have our thoughts and everything all comes from the sun.
That's right. Yeah, the sun grows our food. The sun, we have a wood burner which heats our water and things, and when we use it for cooking and all sorts of things, but it feels like we're using the sun. Well, we are using the sun, that's the truth, because the sun grew the trees, and then when we burn the trees, that's the warmth of the sun being released. So it's a feeling of connection like that. Of course, it's also true for coal and gas and oil and all those things. But anyway, there we go. Let's not delve too far into that.
The amazing power of the sun.
Yeah, the amazing power of the sun. So what we're going to do is we're going to be using this breath of the sun to charge our batteries, to charge up the life force within us. And then we radiate that energy of the sun on the out breath. So the breath is in through the right nostril. So you can choose to close your left nostril with your thumb or finger if you choose. And then just breathe in through the right. I'll just show you a couple of times. And then breathing out through both nostrils, but it's just a very natural response, the breath, the out breath. It's like the sun doesn't think about how it shines, it just shines, it just radiates. And I mean, actually the sun's just come out, funnily enough. I was going to say it's a bit cloudy here today, but it's amazing the power of the sun breath to bring out the sun. I was going to say that even when the clouds are in the way, the sun is still just shining there. It doesn't bother about whether the clouds are there or not. It just gets on with shining. So there are lots of things we can take from that. So that ability. But the focus in the breath practice is very much on this powerful in breath, and as I say, I like to think of that as charging this battery, so that this easy shining and radiating can just happen on the out breath through both nostrils. This confidence of the sun, this bright shining lightness. It's shining brighter and brighter here as we do this practice. It's amazing. The sun just says, here I am. Doesn't worry about whether anybody approves of it or not. It just shines its light with brightness, warmth, heat, passion, confidence. A powerful strength. Here I am. There's that wonderful story of the sun and the wind having a competition to see if they could get someone to take their coat off. And the sun and the wind are talking to each other, and they see this person walking along with their great big coat on, and the wind says to the sun, I bet I can get them to take their coat off. And the sun says, well, okay, let's try and see. So the wind blows as hard as possible, and this person is grabbing their coat and pulling it more and more firmly around themselves to keep warm, and the wind's blowing and blowing and trying to get it to blow off, and absolutely no success at all. This coat is firmly fixed. So the sun says, okay, now it's my turn. And the sun shines. Let's do it again, breathing in through the right. Radiating warmth and heat and confidence and beauty. Power, strength, heat. And so this person walking starts sweating a bit, and before you know it, the coat has come off. That's the quality of the sun, just doing its thing. Radiating. I think we'll leave it at that today. We'll just do the sun. We'll bring the moon in another time. So let's just do a couple more breaths, building this battery so that you can go out into our days and radiate and shine. Closing the left nostril, breathing out through both. I think maybe our picture's a bit confusing. Does it look like we're doing the right nostril? I think we've got a mirror thing going on. It looks right, does it? Okay.
Which nostril is in?
Right
we're
in.
breathing in through the left, through the right. Closing. In. Oh God, this is
Close
got
the
really
left
confusing.
nostril.
We're closing the left nostril. We're breathing in through the right
nostril, and then out through both nostrils.
And I do get confused and say the wrong thing sometimes. So maybe I did that. Is that what it was? Yeah. So yeah, and there are some mirror images on the pictures. Anyway, we'll try one more go. Breathing in through the right. And radiating. Ameen.
Ameen.
Over to Salik.
May the long time sun.
May the long-time sun
shine upon you.
Shine upon you.
All love surround you.
All love surround you.
And the pure light
and the pure light
within you.
within you.
Guide your way on.
Guide your way on.
Guide your way on.
Guide your way on. Can I just show my chicken picture again? Sorry, just before we sing. Look at those girls, aren't they gorgeous? There we go.
May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Sing it with me. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. One more time. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. So some very lovely, intuitive movements with this one. With a sun. We used this movement earlier. May the long time sun shine upon you. And the love starting at the heart. All love surround you. Throwing those arms open wide, radiating love. And the pure light, guiding a beam of heavenly light down into our crown. So, and the pure light within you. Now at this moment we'd be dancing with a partner normally, and so if you are, you put your right hand on their thymus, so just above the heart, and your own left hand on your heart. Guide your way on. And so for the rest of us who aren't in the room with a partner, we can connect. I'd invite you to connect, to choose somebody on the screen, connecting your heart, your hand with their heart, your right hand with their heart. I thought you were going to say something. I heard Jelani breathing suddenly.
It was just life.
Guide your way on. And And then we're going to be turning with our hands facing life as we turn and radiate outwards. Guide your way on.
This is actually a sun spin, so we can be radiating like the sun as we turn.
Yes. So we begin like the rising sun. May the long time sun shine upon you, shining all love surround you, and the pure light within you. Just breathing that in together. Breathing in the sun, breathing out the sun. Radiating light, radiating love, radiating life. Blessed be.
May the long time sun shine upon you all, and may you listen as life calls you. May you respond as life greets you. I think let's just close by singing May All Beings Be Well. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. Peace, peace, peace. Blessings.
Blessings.